Dressage, guidance of a mount through a set of maneuvers without perceptible use of hands, reins, legs, and so forth. Well, now, this letter sent from Mrs. Oscar Wood of Olympia, Washington, sent us to the dictionary to look up the word dressage. And she writes, enclosed is a picture of a beautiful animal named Sharik's son, half Arab and half American saddle bred, Palomino in color with flaxen mane and tail. Sharik's son is outstanding in dressage work, not only under saddle, but he'll actually respond to dressage command while pulling a buggy. Well, Mrs. Wood, for you, our cameras visited Pal O-Arab farm in Oswego, Oregon, where owner-trainer Ward Wells and Sharik's son were ready to show us dressage at its best.
You know, dressage is considered by the best of horsemen the highest test of the ability of the school horse. He follows the rider by almost invisible aids of the rider's legs and hands. For example, let me show you Sharik's son raise first his left leg, then his right, then his left again. Did you see any signals? That instant obedience on the part of the horse is the basis of all dressage. But let me illustrate by putting Sharik's son through a few of his paces.
From here on, watch closely to see if you can detect any signals. This is called a reverse pirouette, pivoting around the left foreleg, which remains stationary, and without apparent signal into a two-track serpentine. Experts tell me this is extremely difficult with the horse moving sideways and forward at the same time and reversing direction instantly on command. This movement, with the legs dwelling in air and the hooves appearing to bounce off the ground, is called a passage. And now comes a piaffe. Again, without apparent command, Sharik's son performs the change of leads. Sheer poetry for our slow motion cameras. The leading hoof changing at every other stride. Now see if you can catch the signal. Well, Sharik's son certainly did, and he responds with the Spanish Trot, one of the most graceful movements of the grand dressage. And finally, anyone for a three-step?
And there's dressage under the saddle. But as soon as Sharik's son is ready, I'll be happy to show you something that few horses in the world have ever been able to achieve. Dressage performed in front of a buggy, which means all signals to the horse must be transmitted through light movements of the reins. Well, I see Sharik's son's ready, so let's go.
Now, without spoken words, with tiny movements of the reins alone, Mr. Wells calls first for the park trot. He slows into the piaffe. Spanish walk now. To the park trot. And then into the Spanish trot. A beautiful animal, beautifully trained.
Well, I I hope you enjoyed our little demonstration. I know I did, and I think Sharik's son did too. Well, so long.